Good morning. It's time for the Wednesday morning meditation. And today we're going to talk in the daily word. It talked about energy. And it says, divine energy enlivens me. And I don't know about you. Many of you may be lucky enough to be able to go hang out at the beach or go up to the mountains and fish or go on long vacations and not have to worry. But that's not my life. Um, I'm a farmer. It's a small farm, but I have about an eighth of an acre in vegetables. And so summer is a productive time for the fruits and vegetables I have. I have a number of fruit trees too. But that doesn't mean it is not work on my part. I have to do a lot of work to preserve what I grew, which is why I grow it. And so the other day I went down to my garden and I came up with about, I don't know, 80 pounds of tomatoes. And I looked at it, and I had some other things too, but the tomatoes were the things that needed the most work. And then I had about 4 or 5 pounds of tomatillos. And I thought, how am I ever going to do this? I just, I just didn't know. And then I realized what Charles Fillmore said. Uh, he said, I fairly sizzle with zeal. And I thought, I need to start sizzling right now. I need to be zealous about this. And I just need to do this. It was a little bit overwhelming. I've done this for years, but I'm not as young as I used to be. But then I figured that Charles Fillmore wasn't young when he said that, so I could take that as um, a sign that, regardless of how old I was, I could still do this. So basically, I just started to put one foot in front of the other. It'd been a year since I'd done this, and I didn't totally remember the steps until I started doing it, and then oh well, yeah. But when you have something so overwhelming, you're not sure how you can do it. And that could be anything from having an illness or having a relationship issue or something physical. It could be all those because you need divine energy for everything. And so I thought about that, and I thought, I know I can do this, and I did. It took me about 10 hours of mostly standing on my feet, but I did it, and I was really glad that I had done it. Um, and I'll be really glad in the middle of winter when I have lasagna or spaghetti or something else that needs marinara sauce. I'll be very grateful. So that got me thinking about just energy in general and our bodies and how grateful we should all be that our bodies have all of these systems that absolutely provide for us wondrous things on a daily basis. We have our lung and heart system that breathes for us and puts our blood in our bodies and circulates to the spinal system, which includes our brain, which also holds us upright, and our muscles. And our largest organ is our skin. And we have to be more careful in the summer with our skin, putting sunblock or whatever, or staying out of the sun. But we have all of these systems that work with us, our digestive system, and we don't have to do anything. We don't even have to think about it. In fact, we're probably much better off not thinking about it because when we get our own thoughts in that process, we probably screw things up. So just accepting and being grateful for all of the energy that we're being given daily. And then there's also spiritual energy, which I think beyond the physical is really important. And that helps us with our emotional energy. To me, this energy, this divine energy, helps us body, mind, and soul. And so all of those things need energy. So for energy in our spiritual core, we need to spend some time in devotion, whether it's through prayer or meditation or listening to meditative music or going on a walk on the beach or sitting under a tree, reading a book, whatever recharges your battery, because that battery is our divine energy, and sometimes it needs to be recharged. So what I what I'd like to do this morning is for you to think of the ways in which you use divine energy, um, and specifically what you would do in the next few days to recharge that battery of your divine energy. So I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths and then close your eyes. Okay, I'd like you to just spend a moment thinking what you've used your energy for in the last few days. What is it that you've done? Whether it's with your mind, with your body, with your spiritual core, what is it you've used your energy for? And how does your energy meter feel right now? Is it fully charged or has it been depleted? Now, I would like you to spend a couple of minutes in meditation thinking about what you could do for yourself in a way that serves you to re-energize yourself, to charge that divine energy battery within you. Let's think about those things. What would you do? Okay, let's gather divine energy together. Breathe deeply in and out. And let's open our eyes. So, I don't know how you decided to charge your batteries in the next few days. But for me, I'm going to go down to the bay and walk. I'm going to spend some time with my grandkids. That does tax my physical energy, but it really pumps up my emotional energy and it helps my soul. So does walking at the bay and walking at the beach, but it's kind of hard to find parking at the beach at the time of day I would probably go. But whatever it is that you can do for you to acknowledge that the energy that you have is really truly divine energy, and that if you're feeling depleted, you need to recharge your battery in a divine way, in a way that serves your soul, your body, and your mind. So let me give you a couple of affirmations. Divine energy keeps my body, mind, and soul working just as they should. Divine energy keeps my body, mind, and soul working just as they should. Divine energy keeps my body, mind, and soul working just as it should. And the second one's pretty easy. I fairly sizzle with God's divine energy. I fairly sizzle with God's divine energy. I fairly sizzle with God's divine energy. So take your divine energy, pump it up, and have a wonderful Wednesday.